G'day Port Adelaide fans and welcome to your match committee. All for Bank SA, the proud premier partner of the Port Adelaide Football Club. Sam Hargraves alongside AFL Hall of Famer Terry Wallace. Showdowns, they don't come much bigger in the game of AFL than a showdown play. It's showdown 47. The Crows have a 24-22 lead, so this is a massive one for Port Adelaide.
Yeah, well, but I think if you're a Port Adelaide fan, you're still sitting there sort of saying, should it be that result after the Josh Jenkins post last year? They're still seething over that one. But look, looks like being a great game again and really important for the back half of the year about where these two sides finish.
There's some fascinating ins and outs coming into this game, and we'll start with Port Adelaide because they've brought in some real strength into this side to take on the Crows, and they're going to need every single one of these guys that have come back in to perform. Rockcliffe, Eamon, Howard, Westhoff, so a lot of talent and a lot of experience coming back in for Port.
Yeah, and some inexperience going out of the side. They've kept all the kids, but still some inexperienced players coming out. Looks a much better side on paper than what it has been over the last few weeks. Look, I know some of the guys got dropped and had to go back and find their form, understand all that, but it certainly looks a better side. I would have loved them to be together, this squad, for maybe an extra week or two before the showdown, but they're in much better shape to take it on.
And of course, with Scott Lycett in such great form at the moment, no room for Paddy Ryder.
No, I think that's the right decision at the moment. I mean, Lycett's really done the job very well. They've got either Howard or Westhoff that they can throw through for that secondary role as it sort of stands at the moment. And as I sort of said, that looks a much more balanced side. And Eamon comes straight back in. I thought that was his best game that he played for the club 2 weeks ago.
Some big ins for the Crows as well, and some very contentious and interesting outs. We saw before that Bryce Gibbs won't be picked. Josh Jenkins comes back into the side after that pretty horrific-looking injury a few weeks ago. He was in good form before he left. He kicked 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals, so he'll be one that they'll want to avoid. Talia with the big job on Dixon, but again, no Bryce Gibbs. It's a big story, this one.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he looks like he's absolutely on the outer, and where it goes from here, who knows. They're playing pretty reasonable football. As I said, of the two sides, I think they're the more settled side. The Crows doesn't mean anything when you get out there in these games. It doesn't matter where they are on the ladder or what goes on. We know it's going to be on. Well,
it's 6th plays 9th on the ladder for this one. Showdown 47. If the Power are going to get the ledger back to 23 and 24, what do they need to do to win, Plough?
Well, Tommy Rockcliffe doesn't need 57 like he had in the sample last week, but he needs a good, solid performance. They need Ollie Wines. He's a proud guy and he wasn't as good as what he would have liked to be last week. If they can get those two blokes in the middle of the ground and Dixon can hold his own and really sort of do a reasonable job up forward on a very good player in Talia, that's the way they get it done.
Well, Port Adelaide fans, that's your match committee. The Crows have won 7 out of the last 8 showdowns. Here's hoping for you that it's 7 out of the last 9 and the Power can get a win this weekend. Enjoy the footy, all thanks to Bank South Australia, the proud premier partner of the Port Adelaide Football Club.